So I did a video on Patreon, and if you guys want to check that video out, you're gonna have to become a Patreon member. And the whole idea behind it is basically we're gonna talk about food prep and other preps and other stuff that I'm just not gonna release on the YouTube channel. But I am gonna give you guys a couple of tips real quick. This is just something that I put together over the last few months since COVID happened. It's every time I go to the store, I just buy something that I feel like I'm gonna need, you know what I mean? Or even so much, buy stuff that I don't feel like I'm gonna need. And one of those things being liquor. So I'm not a huge big drinker, but I went ahead and every time I'm around a liquor store, I stop in and I'll just buy myself some liquor, because this stuff is gonna be like, hey, trade me for a box of ammo, or you know, or whatever. Shit, that would have been terrible if I would have broke that bottle. Anyway, yeah, like trade me that for a box of ammo, or you know, coffee even. Like I have all this coffee. I think I have like, I don't know, what is one of these things? 6 ounces or 1 pound. Let's say we got like 4 pounds of coffee or whatever, because I have 2 more of these. I don't drink a ton of coffee, and then I have like these instant coffees too. Like I can trade for a box of 9mm, so or you know, whatever somebody has that I don't have that I need, and they are a coffee fiend. Tobacco products. You know, we're gonna definitely chill out and enjoy a cigar tonight. But if you're not a smoker, maybe buy a carton of cigarettes every month or whatever, and that's a trade thing, because money is not gonna have a cash value when it comes to, you know, this upcoming civil war that we are already in. It's just amount of like, we're just so close, and I think the election, it's all gonna just hit the fan. So we'll see what happens, and worst comes to worst, big deal, we have some extra stuff. I got tons of rice. I think I have like 30 pounds of rice here. I got 16 pounds of oats, 30 pounds of sugar, this looks like 20 pounds of flour, tons of canned food, and vanilla extract, soy sauce, and my Excedrin. This is super hard to get Excedrin right now, so I went ahead and stocked up on Excedrin. Storm even has her food preps getting ready, so about 750 pounds of dog food is the goal to get, and she is going to have her food all ready to go. And a lot of this stuff isn't going to stay like this. We're going to be putting it in Mylar bags, in buckets, and the oxygen sensors and the whole thing. So but you're not going to see that on YouTube. That's going to all be on the Patreon only. And so that's what we got going on there. But and every time you go to the store now, if you're not picking up a thing of toilet paper, because if that COVID wasn't a slap in the face to get your shit together, then, you know, I guess you're still just going to slip away into nothingness. And worst comes to worst, hey, you know, you got a bunch of stuff that you need extra. One of the things that I went a little heavy on because is the maple syrup. I love maple syrup. You got to make sure it's 100% though. Like this one here, this is 100% pure maple syrup. It stays good for a very, very long time. And but yeah, this is actually, I don't even think it has a expiration date, to be honest with you guys. It might somewhere. Let's try to find one. Okay, there is one. Let's see how long. 2023, so 3 years, and you know, 5 years, and I'm sure it's probably still going to be fine. But you know, liquor, this is one of those things where it's like this is never going to go bad. So you know, you can have this in 100 years and still drink it. But yeah, so this is the type of stuff you're going to see on Patreon. I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys on YouTube to get over there and check out the video I have, where we're going to get more in depth into this. We're going to pack it, we're going to store it, we're going to be putting it in Mylar, in buckets, and we're going to be doing all different kinds of prep videos, and also the cool guy stuff where the ammunition, and I think I have something like 2,000 or 1,000 rounds of 5.56 and 223, and 500 or 600 rounds of 9mm, and we're doing pretty good with everything right now, and I'm very proud of myself for sticking to it, and just every week just buying just a little bit of a little bit, and that's all you got to do. lots of protein, extra protein to have if I need. This is not the protein that I use on a daily, this big bag here, mass gainer. This is gonna go in a Mylar along with 2 more other ones that I have. So these are about $85 each, so they're a little bit expensive, but you know, you got a full meal in one shake a day to eat, if it comes down to that. So that's something I'm gonna make sure I have. Peanut butter, like I love lots of peanut butter, so you know, all those things are all gonna be what we're gonna be doing on the channel, and the ammo and the plate carriers and the radios and the communications and maps and bug outs and different scenarios and all that stuff, all on Patreon, no more on YouTube. Sometimes on YouTube. I can't say never on YouTube again, because in order to get the Patreon to work, I'm still gonna have to upload on YouTube to get people to come over. But I think that the stuff that I'm doing on Patreon is a lot more personal. It's a lot more like, you know, private. Like I don't really want just anybody watching it. So if you know, if you want to follow along with that and learn, we can learn together. But we're gonna do it on Patreon. So that's the deal. It's pretty cheap. It's $3 a month. I encourage you to not even really focus on signing up for anything more than that unless you want to. But you know, $3 a month or whatever, it's really nothing. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing lots of prepping stuff, and I'm gonna actually talk about on there, like the last video, like how I got started in this. So and where I start, like how, like a lot of people get so overwhelmed, but like I said, just go buy a bag of freaking rice and a couple of cans of food, and you know, you're okay for a couple of weeks there, you know what I mean? So and then, you know, start slowly building it up. So that's what we got. If you want to see the full video, check it out on Patreon, Hard City, Patreon, whatever, the link will be below. And that's it. I love you all. Have a good one. Peace.